Chapter 1. Preparing the Cupcake. I'd like to share the different recipes that I use in making my cupcakes. I originally borrowed these recipes from the different cookbooks that I bought as references, but I eventually tweaked them to match my taste and preferences. These are really delicious recipes that have delighted a lot of kids and adults who have tasted my cupcakes. You may use your own cupcake recipe, but if you still don't have one, you may use mine. Chocolate cupcakes. Cooking time: 18 to 20 minutes. Temperature: 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. This recipe yields 12 to 16 pieces of 3-ounce cupcakes, or about 50 pieces of 3/4-ounce cupcakes. Ingredients: 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/3 cup of salted butter, softened, 3 heaping tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 cup of milk, 2 large eggs, 1 tablespoon of coffee or mocha flavoring, 2 tablespoons of dark rum, 1 cup of chopped marshmallows, optional. Steps: 1. Preheat oven to the temperature indicated above. Prepare your cupcake tin by placing cupcake liners inside. 2. Using your electric mixer with a paddle attachment, mix flour, sugar, baking powder, cocoa powder, and butter in a bowl until the dry ingredients are sandy and rough. 3. In another bowl, mix together the eggs, milk, coffee flavoring, and rum. Lightly beat together with the use of a fork just to break the eggs. Pour half of the mixture into the dry ingredients and mix until sticky. Pour in the remaining half and beat until consistency is smooth. 4. Fill each cupcake tin until about 2/3 full. Bake for 18 to 20 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean after sticking it inside a cupcake. Tips: if using unsalted butter, add 1/4 teaspoon of salt to the batter. If coffee or mocha flavoring is not available, you can use coffee powder. Dilute it with the rum or with a bit of milk before adding all the other wet ingredients. If you want fluffy and light cupcakes, use 1 1/4 cup of caster sugar. Brown sugar will produce moist and heavy cupcakes. If you want to make vanilla cupcakes, omit the cocoa powder, coffee flavoring, and rum. Instead, replace the coffee and rum with a tablespoon of vanilla flavoring. You may even use lemon flavoring with a teaspoon of lemon zest to make lemon-flavored cupcakes. Also, omit the marshmallows. Let the cupcakes cool for about 5 to 10 minutes before removing them from the baking tin. Let cool for at least 10 minutes more on a cooling rack before you begin frosting. Red velvet cupcakes. Cooking time: 18 to 20 minutes. Temperature: 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. This recipe yields 12 to 16 pieces of 3-ounce cupcakes, or about 50 pieces of 3/4-ounce cupcakes. Ingredients: sponge, 1 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of salted butter, softened, 2 large eggs, 1 heaping tablespoon of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon vanilla essence, 30 milliliters of red food coloring, 1 cup of buttermilk, 1 tablespoon of white vinegar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Frosting or filling: 1/2 cup of cream cheese, 1/2 cup of butter, 2 1/2 cups of confectioner's sugar. Steps: 1. Preheat oven to the temperature indicated above. Prepare your cupcake tin by placing cupcake liners inside. 2. Beat butter and sugar in a bowl until butter becomes pale and creamy. Add eggs 1 at a time and beat into the mixture. 3. In a separate bowl, combine cocoa powder, vanilla, and red food coloring to form a paste. In another bowl, combine vinegar and baking soda. 4. Add the red paste to the butter mixture until thoroughly combined. Add flour alternately with the buttermilk in 2 batches and mix thoroughly. 5. Finally, add the vinegar and baking soda paste, then mix once more to fully incorporate it into the batter. Fill each baking cup about 2/3 full. Cook for 18 to 20 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean after sticking it inside a cupcake. 6. For the frosting, mix together the cream cheese, butter, and confectioner sugar in a bowl using the mixer with a paddle attachment. You can either place the frosting on top or create a hole in the cupcake to place it as a filling. If you want to put it on top, you can add a few drops of food coloring to the mixture. If you want to fill the cupcake, take a small sharp knife and create a small hole about 2 centimeters in diameter in the middle of the cupcake. Scoop your cream cheese mixture inside with the use of a small teaspoon or place it inside a pastry bag and squeeze it into the hole. Place back the carved cake into the hole. The hole will be hidden by the buttercream frosting or fondant that you will place on top of the cupcake. Note: remember to place the frosting or filling after the cupcake has cooled down for at least 30 minutes. Tips: if you don't have buttermilk, simply add 1 tablespoon of vinegar to 1 cup of milk and let it stay for about 5 minutes before use. Your cupcakes may come in different sizes depending on your preference and guests. If you are going to make cupcakes for a children's party, you may try using 3/4-ounce cupcake pans to come up with mini cupcakes that little kids will find easier to consume. You can also use a bigger cupcake tin to make giant cupcakes.